Jiu-Jitsu family, how's everybody doing? Marco Moreno here. Today, Thursday, June 29, 2023. I'm excited here watching the UFC Invitational number 4. A lot of exciting matches. I'm gonna comment the matches that just happened, but also be ready for the upcoming matches and the main event, Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. If you're watching, join me. Watch. Let's watch together. Let's comment the matches. Let me know what you think. Where are you watching right now? Who are you rooting for? I want to hear it all. And let's have fun. I'm ready to go to these events. Usually go to midnight, 1 in the morning. That one time the match between Gordon Ryan and Felipe Pena went like 2 in the morning because they had a no time limit match before that lasted forever. So we're here and all the way. What's up, Tommy Greenies? How's it going, brother? I see you, Jiu-Jitsu guys, some medals, congratulations. What do you think about the matches so far? Who has impressed you? Man, there's this, just finished this 16-year-old blue belt from Danaher, Elena Krevar. She's beating everybody. She just went through this other girl in a few minutes, rear naked choke. Man, unstoppable. She looks unstoppable so far. Like a snake, she wraps around, leg locks, and then took the back and just finished. He's very impressive, super dominant. He's only 16 and he's already fighting on these big events. Right now, we're going with Roman Bravo Young and Alex Perez. This is a classical match between a UFC fighter and a wrestler. This is Roman Young is a 2 times NCAA wrestler champion, and Alex Perez is a UFC. I think he's top 10 UFC. I forgot. I think he's featherweight. Anyway, let me know what you think about the matches. And then coming up, we have Felipe Pena versus Craig Jones. That's gonna be a good one. I'm still curious to know if they're gonna fight under EBI. I think so. All the matches are following the EBI rules, which is 10 minutes, one round 10 minutes, and then they go to overtime if there is no submission. And then in overtime, they put themselves in like the back or the armbar, and they calculate who escapes or who gets the submission. From there, 3 overtime rounds. And yeah, Nicky Rod is doing this mini tournament. He beat Roberto Jimenez in overtime. Good match. He went all the way to overtime, and Nicky Rodriguez is just a beast, escaping. He escaped effortless. Well, not effortless, of course, a lot of effort, but the explosiveness is lightning fast, moving the hips and getting out of the back. And Roberto Jimenez had a hard time escaping Nicky Rod, and Nicky Rod got the match in overtime. So it's gonna be very exciting to see him advancing in this tournament. I think they're gonna go to semifinals now, and then the finals, and then the main event. So we have a bunch of matches to go. EBI, correct? Yes, I think UFC follows the EBI format. Eddie Bravo is commenting, so I think that's what we want. Well, that's what we can expect from the match of Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. I'm not sure if they're gonna probably give more time, maybe 20 minutes. That could also be a possibility. We'll see, 15, 20 minutes, since it's the main event. Anyway, super interesting this match going on. Roman Bravo Young and Alex Perez. They are just standing, which is very unusual. Everybody's just sitting down and pulling guard so far, but these guys are wrestling. They're actually wrestling. Interesting, because do you really want to wrestle with the two-time college champion? But he's doing well though so far, so I guess he's got a good strategy. But you could have easily establish your game on pulling guard and attacking the leg locks against the wrestler. But everybody follows their own strategy. Um, yeah, they are pretty much just going over a lot of collar tie exchanges and looking for takedowns. Let me write here. Where is the text? Text. Here. So Roman Bravo Young versus Alex Perez. I don't really know who these guys are. I haven't been following them. It's the first time I heard about them, but they're probably really good. Yeah, there is like a total position going for the guillotine, and now it's going for the back. Who's on top? I think Young. Young is on top now. Side mount. He got the side mount on Alex Perez. Finally, they went to the ground. Oh, they're not gonna start on the side mount? Yeah. They start on side mount. Yeah, Eddie Bravo was just talking about you don't need to wrestle in this just pure submission grappling, just can't pull guard, right? Anyway, Alex Perez trying to get out from bottom. Yes, Eddie Bravo is saying the bad reputation of guard pullers, right? Nobody wants to be a guard pullers. It's a bunch of memes about guard pulling. The kid talking to the dad. No, not the kid. The son talking to the dad. Hey, dad, whatever. When are you gonna let me drive? And the dad says, when you are older, Dad, I'm 30. And the dad says, yes, but you still pull guard. Things like that. They make fun of the guard pullers. But it's a legit strategy. I don't like it, especially when it's a double guard pull. But it's the way the game is played, so it's good to see too. You know, especially when you see people who know what they're doing from the guard, right? If you just pull guard to hold the partner, to hold the opponent, well then doesn't make sense. But if you pull guard and start like being active, attacking and getting sweeps and throwing submissions and leg locks, then it's fun to watch. This match is about 2 minutes left. Looks like they're gonna go overtime. Yep, they're standing again, wrestling. Oh, there are special rules on this match. No overtime. So I wonder how they're gonna decide. Yeah, they sometimes do change the rules according to who are the athletes. I'm pretty sure the main fight is gonna be longer than 10 minutes. Another guillotine attempt. Knee on neck. One minute left. They're talking about how good wrestlers are on half guard. Some people will say, especially in MMA, that half guard is superior than sideman. Have you heard that? The idea is that you can prevent the guy from escaping on half guard more efficiently than sideman. And as you control, you can also punch from half guard. So some people prefer not even passing half guard. Mostly in MMA. Of course, in Jiu-Jitsu, you have to score the points. 4 seconds left, and this guy is going for a triangle at the last second. Ran out of time. He was really working on a submission, but yep, Roman Bravo Young was more active and got a mount right there at the end, going for an armbar. And Perez was pretty much just defending, but this will be a draw. Match is over. Moving on. Wagner Rocha won. Got a heel hook on Felipe Andrew. It's amazing to see Wagner still competing. He's 41 and still going strong against the young guys. And good heel hook. And then there was a big upset where this guy from 10 Planet, let me pull the name, beat the favorite. Let me get the names really quick. I just kind of joined the stream, so it's not like I've been watching from the beginning to know all the results, but I'll tell you real quick. Do they have results? Let me see. All right. Heisan Rida versus Fedor Nikolov. Fedor upset and beat the favorite, beat Heisan Rida in overtime. Heisan Rida did an amazing showing at the last Abu Dhabi, and the underdog Fedor beat him on the first round. And Big Dan Manisu from the Danaher team, what is he called now? New Wave, beat Gabriel Arguez. Guess what was the submission? Heel hook. It's amazing to watch Big Dan because he's a giant and moves very like a lightweight, especially when flexible, especially when throwing those heel hooks. He enters them and has no mercy when he gets them and beat this guy Gabriel Arguez. And as I said, Wagner Rocha beat Felipe Andrew with a heel hook, and Nicky Rod beat Roberto Jimenez in overtime. In round two, coming up, it's gonna be Dan Manisu versus the underdog Fedor Nikolov from 10 Planet. Actually, Eddie Bravo was watching and rooting for his guy. And then Wagner Rocha versus Nicky Rod. Man, that'll be amazing to see the final. Big Dan for New Wave and Nicky Rod from B Team. Because those teams are declared rivals. As a matter of fact, Gordon Ryan has offered $500 to the athletes who beat the competitors from B Team. So he's putting a price on their heads. You beat a B Team guy and Gordon Ryan pays you $500. Of course, on top of what you probably get paid by participating in this tournament. But the main prize for the absolute winner is 30 grand. That'll be sweet. Helena Kraver beat Emily Fernandez with a rear naked choke. And coming up, we have Nicolas Marigali versus Cyborg Abreu. And also Anthony Smith versus Glover Teixeira. And the main event, Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. Someone have a free link? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. I cannot help you with that. But I'm here. If you wanna just hear the comment, welcome. I'll be happy to comment here the results. Unfortunately, of course, as you know, I cannot show the fights because I'm gonna get pulled from YouTube. Big Dan from New Wave versus Nikolov, and Big Dan just sat. Pulgar, Nikolov standing in front of him, and Big Dan already wrapping legs and swept, already swept. Big Dan on top. Ooh, Nikolov throwing his rubber guard stuff. Oh, knee bar. They don't even know. I know what happened. That was a knee bar. Yes, that was lightning fast. The one that the type of he used to get, Bernardo Faria used to get with the legs and the hips. Man, that's so scary. That wasn't even a minute. Big Oh man, he pushed the leg, triangle and drop the hips on top of Fedor's knee. He tapped quickly. Caught him by surprise. Nikolov didn't see it coming. He was working that rubber guard. And then boom. He's a little hurt. He's hurt. Damn. That's reminds me of Bernardo Farias knee bar. Very similar from half guard. So Dan Menisu advances to the final, and he will face the winner of Wagner Rocha versus Nick Roth, probably coming up right now. And then we have also Marigali versus Cyborg, Anthony Smith versus Glover Teixeira. These are UFC fighters. And the main event, Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. Both of them Gordon Ryan's rivals. The question is Gordon gonna pay Felipe 500 if he beats Craig Jones? He said anybody who beats B-Team, right? But then he makes so much fun of Felipe Pena giving him money that, oh, I forgot to take this down. He put another banner. Forgot to put the last banner of Dan Manisu versus Fedor Nikolov. This is Wagner Rocha versus Nicky Rod. Let's move this over here. Okay, they're both standing. Nicky Rod versus Wagner Rocha. This is absolute tournament, so Nicky Rod looks a little bigger. I didn't see the tail of the tape, but I can tell just by looking at them that Nicky Rod sitting. Nicky Rod has a special way of sitting. He sits to wrestle up. He did that to Roberto Jimenez. He sat and then boom, came up and took him down quickly. So Wagner, are you gonna really try to wrestle Nicky Rod? Well, that's what he's doing. He's changing those collar ties. Time. The referee is gonna flip a coin and bring them to the ground. This is EBI. They don't like no action. Top or bottom. Nicky Rod says stop. And Wagner sits and Nicky Rod goes inside Wagner's butterfly guard with both arms under. What is Nicky Rod gonna do? Trying to bring a frame inside. They're talking about how rough Wagner is. Nicky Rod's also pretty violent. Oh, Nicky Rod's getting his head out. Yep, now they're in close guard. Nicky Rod is inside Wagner's close guard. Dennis Vasquez, who won Cravar versus Fernandez. Cravar beat her with a rear naked choke. Very impressive. Maybe it was like a 5-minute match, and then she swept her with a guillotine, then got on top, and then was working the pass, and the girl turned, Emily, and Elena Cravar got her back and sinking the rear naked choke. She's only 16, fighting at the highest level already. Her parents apparently move her. They're supporting her, of course. She's training every day at New Wave with Danaher, and that's all she's doing right now, training every day with the New Wave team. So Wagner and Nicky Roth stand up, standing up and wrestling. They're gonna flip the coin again. Very even this match. Both are very conservative. What's gonna happen? Nicky Roth bottom, Wagner top of butterfly guard. Head outside. Oh, they don't want butterfly with the head inside. That will be give a lot of. Oh, but Nicky Roth just pushed him and stood up. He didn't even try to do any butterfly stuff. Push him, got on top. Wagner going for the double, but it's gonna be tough to take Nicky Roth down. They both standing up again, wrestling. It's not gonna be long until the referee flip the coin again, bring them to the ground. But they're also not engaging on the ground. So Nicky Roth sitting down. Ooh, man, Wagner just headbutt Nicky Roth's chest when Nicky Roth sat. And then he's smiling. Yeah, this is probably gonna go to overtime for sure, and it could go either way. The way I saw Nicky Roth escaping, the back especially, unless because you can pick to either take the back or starting the spider web, which is like the armbar. So maybe the armbar will work. I think if you take Nicky Roth's back, it's gonna be hard to hold. Nicky Roth kneeling down, sitting down now. Wagner standing up. Wagner is just smiling. Wagner is having a good time. So experienced. Wagner Rocha is 41 and he's still competing and going hard. That's respect. And Cyborg too, of course, with a little help, right? It's not like all natural. Especially Cyborg, I think he got popped recently. Who else got popped for steroids? Mika Galbao. 2 minutes left. What's up, brother? David? Yes, everything's going great, brother. I hope you're doing good too. You're asking about my knee. Yes, man, I had a meniscus surgery 3 months ago, and I just start to going up and down the stairs normally, and I just start walking without a limp. I still have a limp, no sparring at all. 3 months I haven't sparred. I'm working on. Oh, Nicky Roth put Wagner down, and this is where Nicky Roth wants to be, passing the guard and putting pressure and doing his body lock, and then getting the top. But we'll see. Wagner has a good guard. Well, Gordon passed his guard, but Nicky Roth has that signature body lock pass. Yes, those 40 plus year old guys. Yeah. It's not. They have that special Brazilian juice. Wagner is not even trying to stand up. Uh, Nicky is not really. I don't see him being so aggressive trying to pass. He's walking side to side. Maybe he's just kind of accepting that they're gonna go to overtime. The secret sauce. The secret sauce. Yes. Um, yes. That's something that needs to be controlled, right? They're going overtime. Even Gordon Ryan hasn't really denied it, right? That because Craig Jones keeps making fun of Gordon Ryan using illegal substances, and Gordon says, "Hey, everybody uses, so it's not like I'm having this huge advantage, right?" That interview, Gordon Ryan said, "Hey, in our team, we're natural for the most part." Oh, there is a little bit of debate here on the Wagner starting on Nicky Rod's back. Nicky Rod is protesting. He's not liking this position. And here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. He's turning. He's turning. He's not out. There was a little pause there where Nicky Rod wasn't sure. Am I out? Nicky Rod escaping like what? How was that? 20 seconds. So if there is no submission, then they tally up the time. The competitor who took the less time to escape wins. So what Nicky Rod has to do is just control Wagner if he wants to win. That would be a great match. Nicky Rod versus Big Dan. That's gonna be the final. Just because of that, I want Nicky Rod to win. Yep, body triangle. He's got this. Wagner is pretty controlled right now. David, you're going for Craig Jones. Interesting. I think Felipe did a good match against Gordon until he got out, of course. But yeah, Craig is pretty good too. Yeah, Wagner is not escaping Nicky Rod's backman control. That body triangle is tight. Yeah. It's 1 minute, huh? 1 minute of control. So Nicky Rod is winning. I think it's 3 overtime rounds. So first one is. I will try the armbar if I were Wagner, and that's what he's doing. Yep, he's going for armbar. You know his back mount. He's too explosive. But we'll see the armbar. It's good to just try something different, you know. Although he's also gonna explode on this one. He's gonna breach and turn like a crazy animal. Oh, there it is. Standing up. He's on top now, Nicky Rod, but the armbar still there. But Nicky Rod has the hand inside the thigh, which gives him a plenty of push to get the arm out. Still not totally out. Out. Yep. 30 seconds. And Nicky Rod got out. And of course, Nicky Rod picks the back. Boom. Nicky Rod's got a tight back mount control on Wagner. Yep, Wagner going to his knees. Wagner is kneeling, but now went down again. Oh, he's going for that rear naked choke. Tap. He tapped Wagner with 15 seconds left. And that's it. There's no need of turnaround, right? At this point. Nicky Rod goes to the finals. Now, the final is gonna be very interesting because Big Dan had really easy matches. He got a heel hook, and then the knee bar was in like a minute. So I think that will give him a big advantage. Nicky Rod had went to overtime on both of his matches, so that could make a little difference, you know. Yeah, man. Nicky Rod was squeezing the jaw. Craig with a footlock, Glover with a knee rear naked choke. The who do I got? That's tough. Okay, Craig Jones with a footlock. I think Pena's gonna be ready for the footlocks or heel hooks. I actually was really impressed with his match against Gordon, even though he got out. Who's bigger? Is Felipe Pena bigger? I can totally see the Craig Jones match with Felipe going to overtime. Here comes Cyborg versus Merigali. This is gonna be a good one. Man, Cyborg doesn't like Danaher. Well, maybe it's not Danaher. Remember that match, Cyborg versus Gordon, where he just started slapping Gordon and got disqualified, and he didn't even care. And they interviewed him later, and he said, "I just want him to know that he needs to show respect." So this is a guy who is pretty rough. Oh, there was a movie about this. They're talking about the Schultz brothers and the whole drama that happened there. Who do we have next? Mary Gally. Man, I'm very impressed with Marigali. He's doing so good with the gi and no gi. Of course, Marigali challenged the absolute champion in the gi at the last World IBJJF. He said, "Let's do it in the gi, and let's prove I'm the king." Nicolas Marigali called himself the king with the gi. Who was the absolute champion with the gi? IBJJF World Champion Absolute? Oh, yes, Victor Hugo, right? Yeah, also, let me just confirm that. That'll be cool to watch. Victor Hugo versus Marigali in the gi. Victor Hugo maintained his hegemony at the ultra heavyweight divisions. Double gold. Victor Hugo got he submit Eric Muniz in the absolute final with a leg lock. And was crowned 3-time champion in the category. He's fighting in the, I think it's super heavyweight. Yeah, that'll be cool to watch. Victor Hugo versus Marigali. But right now, we have Nicolas Marigali versus Roberto Cyborg Abreu. Five. He says 5. They call him 3 times. Now, he cannot call himself, if he wins this one, the king, because his teammate called himself the king, so that will be a little bit of, can they have 2 kings? That's funny how Craig Jones is making fun of Marigali not being original, right? He also called that submission. He had a match where he draw himself. He draw a triangle on his gi, in a way calling a hit against Pedro Marino, I think it was. And Craig Jones was. Oh, Marigali just sat down, and Cyborg is trying to pass his guard, standing on in front of him. Now they're in butterfly. Anyway, Craig Jones was just making fun of him. Oh, look how original are you, right? Calling your submissions ahead, being controversial in Instagram, calling yourself the king. We never seen that before. Anyway, Craig Jones is funny, but we'll see how he does, Craig Jones, today with Felipe Pena. Anyway, this match. Cyborg inside Marigali's butterfly. Marigali is doing this inside the Lahiba, or reverse the Lahiba. Cyborg disengaging a little bit. Marigali trying to get a knee shield collar tie. And Cyborg stood up. Cyborg is there trying to pass the guard, and as soon as he feels that Marigali is getting a little bit of control, he disengaged and gets back to his feet. Marigali has a half butterfly. Oh, single X by Marigali. Cyborg is doing great job defending. Nothing happened. Disengaging. Eddie Bravo is commenting and he's saying how 5 years ago you could surprise the high level guys that were not familiar with leg locks, but he's saying how nowadays it's gonna be tough to catch Cyborg with a leg lock. Yeah, remember that match of Gordon Ryan at the Abu Dhabi that Danaher did a breakdown against the Gordon Ryan versus Cyborg, and Danaher is breaking down everything that Gordon Ryan was doing to Cyborg, and Cyborg was like lost. He didn't know what to even do, what was happening. And yeah, I agree. At this point, he's all familiar with the leg lock setups. Anyway, Marigal is still trying, still getting half butterfly. And Cyborg just being, yeah, he stands up. Cyborg, he gets on the top trying to pass, a little pressure, and he feels that Marigal is coming, trying to get an underhook on the leg. He just disengaged really quick. I can see this going to overtime too. 6 minutes left. Oh, looked like a butterfly sweep. Didn't work. Back to half guard. Stood up again, Cyborg. Marigal stood up. Back down. It's tough to fight with these like these guys. Like reminds me of that match Craig Jones versus Kaynan Duarte in the final Abu Dhabi. In the, I don't remember the division, but Kaynan was just racking negative points, right? So he got, I think, a few points, and then he was racking negative points, but he didn't care because it was all about like connecting and trying to pass, but also disengaging when you feel the guy's getting underhooks or butterfly sweeps. Same thing. Cyborg here is very cagey. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He hip switch on the butterfly and almost. It looked a good attempt, but Marigali recovered real quick. Marigali scooch in to get some good butterfly. And Cyborg is heavy on his heels. Just pushing, standing up, stood up again. Cyborg. Marigal is scooching towards him. (3 minutes 30 seconds). Marigal inverting under Cyborg. And he finally is getting on a leg. He's getting on a leg. Straight ankle lock. Straight ankle lock on Cyborg's foot. Cyborg looks composed. Looks like Marigali let go. Single legs ripping the leg, and Cyborg runs and he's out. That was the closest Marigali has been to getting and grabbing a foot. Yeah, Cyborg got really calm and collected to defend that leg lock attack. Going back to the middle. Marigal is scooting towards Cyborg, trying to wrap legs. He's got a single again, and Cyborg just take his foot out and disengage. One minute 50 seconds. Eddie Bravo just noticed that Cyborg might be more tired than Marigali. He's older, over 40, Cyborg. Another leg, single legs from Marigali. See what happens. He has 1 minute 15 seconds to make something happen. Yep, a leg is wrapped. He's moving a little bit closer to the ankle, like this grip. Where am I? Like that. Going for an ankle, but Cyborg just turned and started running. Got his leg out finally. 45 seconds. Unless a miracle happens, this is gonna go overtime for sure. Oh, guillotine by Marigali. They both stood up. Marigali stood up with a neck, but Cyborg got his head out. They're both standing right now, wrestling. With just a few seconds left. We'll see the overtime. They both pretty ready for the next overtime. Overtime. Cyborg versus. Oh, they're gonna flip the coin. Marigali picks the back. Marigali won the flip, the coin flip, and now he's picking the back. We'll see. Can he hold Cyborg? That's gonna be interesting. Marigali starts on Cyborg's back. First round of the overtime. Body triangle. He's cranking. Cranking the jaw. But he doesn't have it yet. Doesn't have it. Just one arm, but the second hand is not really connecting. Cyborg is doing a good job defending the second hand. He's got good survival skills here. Got 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. One arm is across, but he cannot connect the second hand. The second hand is the one he needs. Cyborg is getting out. Nope, still on the back. Eddie Bravo is saying don't let the put the body triangle right off the bat, and then you escape. But no submission, but he was successfully able to control Cyborg for a 1 full minute. Now Cyborg goes on Merigali's back. We'll see what happens. If Cyborg gets the tap, it's over. Interesting. Oh, Merigal is protesting. It's because Cyborg wants to start a little higher, and Merigali wants the seatbelt to be a little lower. Not here, but here. I think everybody's ready. Yeah. Nice, out. This is huge for Merigali. He won this first round, and in the if there is no submission and he escaped in the faster time, then he's gonna be the declared winner of this match. Body triangle. Coming up, you guys, the final match of that tournament, $30,000 absolute tournament. Dan Manisu versus Nicky Roth. Also, Anthony Smith versus Glover Teixeira, and Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. 3 amazing matches. This is gonna go over midnight. And 20 seconds, Merigal is still on Cyborg's back. Cyborg, he's having a hard time escaping Merigali's backman control. What's going on, David? Nice to see you, bro. Are you watching? Who you got? Felipe or Craig Jones? So, yes, now Cyborg goes on Merigali's back. We'll see. Is Merigali gonna finish? Is Merigali gonna escape, or is Cyborg gonna finish? Eddie Bravo just said that he looks like Cyborg has no energy to finish. And spinning, Merigali spinning. He's not out. Out in 15 seconds. They got the third round. He's switching to the armbar. If he gets the armbar, it's over, huh? He knows if it goes the distance, he's already won that battle. Yeah. Why not get aggressive, change things up? Yeah. And considering the fact that Cyborg looks fatigued. Yeah, I mean, at this point, perfect call. Good call. Merigal is starting on the armbar. He's defending with an S grip. That's not good. Eddie Bravo is saying that Cyborg is defending with the S grip. He doesn't consider that a good defense. But Merigali tap. Man, the referee blocked the view. Merigali got the armbar out. Now Cyborg wants the armbar too. If he finish Merigali in a shorter time than, what was it, 8 seconds, then Cyborg wins. That's his only chance. If he goes 9 seconds, he lost. And Merigali choose to defend with this grip, right? The hand on the bicep. Yeah. Calma. Calm. Oh man, Cyborg is just... That's it. Couldn't get it. couldn't get him. Marigali won on overtime. Would that be considered win by armbar or just overtime? Yeah, that is considered winner by submission. Nicolas Marigali beat Roberto Abreu. Interview. Good match. Coming up, you guys. Nicky Rod versus Dan Manisu. Anthony Smith versus Glover Teixeira. And Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. We'll see. He's saying he's not as good in no-gi, Marigali. He said, I want to be as good in no-gi as I am with the gi.
To not say I'm the greatest, I've ridden the gi, I'm maybe the top 2 or 3 guys in the entire story. So for me it's pretty easy competing the gi, but no-gi is a little different. Cyborg has a huge background.
He said competing in no-gi is different.
Grappling industry, and I'm just a beginner, I would say. So I'm starting my path.
He considers himself a beginner in no-gi. He wants to be one of the greatest. Man, he's on his way. He's pretty good. Nicolas Marigali is amazing. What's up, brother? I don't want to butcher your name, but Lofting is your last name. Thank you for these events. You're welcome, brother. Hey, how's it going? Ben, right? What's up, brother? You watching the matches? What do you think so far? Leave us your comments, guys. Where are you watching from? Who is your favorite fighter on this tournament? Who would you bet money? Craig Jones or Felipe Pena? I actually don't have a clear favorite. I don't have any preference really. Whoever shows the most skills and just whoever shows he's the best tonight deserves it. Hey Ben, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you. Hopefully you can stop by the school. Start training, brother. Meet you on the mats. Jones, you guys are rooting for Jones here. Yeah, very charismatic. Jones. Jones. Tommy Greenies. Jones. Watching from Lake Worth, Florida. Awesome. Awesome. And Loft in Dallas, Texas. So cool. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. Yes, Ben, come soon, bro. Let's start training again. But it's great to see you guys here, the community. I imagine most of you train or are fans of the sport, and it's super cool to have like-minded people here sharing this event. It's pretty good so far, huh? I like, man, big names. Like you had Wagner Rocha, Nicky Rod, Felipe Andrew, Big Dan, what's his name? I always for Hasan Rida, great guy. The underdog Fedor Nikolov beat him, and then of course Merigali just beat Roberto Cyborg. Coming up, Big Dan versus Nicky Roth. That's gonna be unbelievable. I cannot miss this one. Man, Nicky Roth, like Big Dan, looks so devastating. The only, yes, the only way I can see Nicky Roth beating Big Dan would be just kind of like having like a psychological superiority, like, because Big Dan looks a little more calm and quiet, but Nicky Roth looks more like a killer, you know. So we'll see. Of course, they both amazing. Yeah, that knee bar. Big Dan got a knee bar, nasty knee bar with his legs, right? And surprise, Fedor Nikolov, he didn't see that coming. He tapped a little too late. He was on the mat a little bit, like holding his knee. The great Bernardo Faria used to do knee bars like that from half guard. Big Dan did it from a kind of a different position. He was kind of like guard and then push the leg in, while Nikolov was doing the rubber guard. Big Dan hit that knee bar. It was very sneaky. Some of the commentators were like, "What was that?" They missed the action. Hey David, our classes. I hope everything is going great over there. You're in New York, correct? And you stay at the dojo late and just stay in there watching the matches, huh? That's cool. Man, how is the air in New York, David? It was, I'm in Virginia, and today was looked very like contaminated. Like I think it actually was called red. The funny thing is that it does not affect me at all. My wife is having like itchy eyes and nose is bothering her. It does nothing to me. But April comes um, the spring and the pollen. And sometimes I'm like 2 weeks I'm like itching and sneezing. I cannot handle the pollen, you know. And after 2 weeks I'm fine. Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying. I used to do okay with the pollen allergies, but now it's been like 3 years, 4 years where it really gets me really bad. I'm trying to do a research to see what can I take, what can I do to not get so much of a bad allergies. Anyway, we're here, guys, waiting. They're going in commercials right now. Oh, you're in Boston, and you're safe from that crazy air. Okay. All right, that's good to hear, man. I thought the air came from that area, like Boston, or is it because it comes from Canada, right? Is this from Canada or is it a different one? Because I remember like a few weeks ago, it was the fires from Canada. That's what they say. I mean, at this point, who knows what to believe, you know? Because there is people saying, I don't get those. I don't want to believe those fires from Canada, right? After the pandemic, nobody's believing crap. Oh, Anthony Smith and Teixeira, Glover Teixeira. are stepping on the mats right now. Let me write it down. Anthony Smith. Wait, let me write the banner. Apparently, this is a rematch. Did you guys see the first match? I don't recall it. I don't remember seeing it. Who won the first match? You guys saw the first match between Smith and Anthony Smith and Glover Teixeira? What happened? Oh, Glover beat Anthony Smith in MMA. Ah, that's what they're calling a rematch. Oh, I thought their first match was also a grappling match, but this is a rematch from their MMA match. I get it now. Thank you for clarifying there, Ben. I appreciate. Oh, Glover knocked his teeth out. Damn. Damn. Glover Teixeira is a beast, man. Glover Teixeira is. He's still fighting? Ramil Orge in California. We're already preparing for a bad wildfire season. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Especially if the fires are like in your area where like I've seen it like houses, catch fire, and it's super sad to see that. Anthony Smith, ranked number 7. Anthony Lionheart Smith. Glover Teixeira with a beard. Former UFC light heavyweight. Man, great matches. Glover Teixeira had great fights. Who's the champion now? Heavyweight? I forgot. Cannot remember. Anyway, they start standing, these two guys, wrestling, touching hands, hand fighting. Dugan Heman, who's got a link for this? Somebody asked that earlier. I have not. I don't know if they were able to help him. But you can log into UFC Fight Pass if you have the membership. Oh, Anthony Smith just sat down. And Teixeira going on top. Smith got him in a full butterfly with underhooks. Oh, he lost the underhook. Judges. Oh, this is not gonna go to overtime. It's gonna be a judge's decision. Oh, Anthony Smith went for a butterfly sweep, but Teixeira countered really well. They both stand up right now. They're both standing wrestling right now. Anthony Smith about to take the back. Glover Teixeira with both hands on the ground. Oh, and he's trying to tip him, take the back. He's Teixeira is kind of in a turtle position. Oh, Smith got a Kimura. No, seatbelt. He's got a seatbelt from the back position, and Teixeira is standing up with like the 4 point, blocking the hooks. Smith really trying to take the back. He released to go for a guillotine. Oh, Teixeira escaped the head. And he lost that opportunity. He had that great opportunity to take the back. Nice butterfly sweep again from Smith, but Teixeira does a good job. Stopping the butterfly sweep. Yeah, the current heavyweight champion of the UFC is John Jones, who beat Cyril Gane with a guillotine at 2 minutes 4 seconds of the first round. Teixeira on half guard, and Smith recover with a full butterfly. Time. What are they gonna do? Oh, they have rounds for this one. It's not UFC, guys. But anyway, I guess. Yeah, they have different formats depending on the matches. I wonder if this is like a 3-round match. Well, they're taking a little break, taking the water. They're gonna resume in a second. I guess they're gonna resume standing up.
And I think we're going to see a big difference in Jiu-Jitsu scoring versus MMA scoring. Because MMA scoring, you're right.
Oh, this is gonna be scoring. Alright, if this is scoring, then I will give the first round to Smith for that attempt to take the back, correct? Yeah, they have judges for this one. They're about to start the second round, standing up. You guys, coming up, we have 2 amazing fights. Dan Manisu versus Nicky Roth for the final of the Absolute Tournament with a $30,000 prize on the line. And the main event, Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. José Duarte, ¿qué tal la lucha? No la pude ver. Estás preguntando sobre la lucha de Craig Jones. Todavía no han peleado. Craig Jones es el main event, el evento principal. Viene después, hermano. Así que paciencia. Y right now we have Anthony Smith versus Teixeira. Teixeira went for the double leg and Smith stopped it really quick. Yeah, I will give it to Anthony the first round.
That's tough. One of the intricacies of judging, which is why the EBI rules sometimes can make that a little easier. Don't gotta worry about who scored. Let them figure it out.
They're both standing up. wrestling, looking for the takedown. On the first round, Anthony Smith pull guard. It worked out for him, but on this one, he's just he's choosing not to pull guard.
Thank you so much.
He almost went out of bounds.
I think you're safe. Barack, the ball is feelings behind you. He dive in pretty fast.
I almost got squished.
Good to see these MMA guys fighting because they bring the MMA fans to watch these grappling events.
All the way back to Quintet Ultra. Anthony Smith was a key component in winning.
And most of the, I would say all the MMA fighters, they have pretty good jiu-jitsu, you know. They have to incorporate the grappling, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu if they wanna really have a chance in the cage. But I think Anthony Smith just scored a takedown and he's on top.
Such an amazing counter, and now he ends up on top position.
Teixeira looks like he's not happy on the bottom. He has Smith in his guard, but looks like Teixeira is looking more to like get up. For what I is framing, he's shrimping and getting his elbow out. But in doing so, he's giving Smith the pass. Because now Smith is almost passing back to half guard. Almost passed and then went back to half guard.
Glover's doing a good
Smith.
job at shoving up
Smith on
his
top.
elbow and not letting his shoulders hit the mat, so Anthony can't really secure him.
And he did have Glover did have the right under it, so maybe he felt like
Oh, Glover standing up. Oh, nice reversal. Nice reversal from Teixeira. Oh, side mount and then throw his leg and now he's on mount. Teixeira swept Smith right from the half guard. Got to side mount and threw the leg real quick to mount and finish that round with the mount. I give this round to Teixeira for just that last movement. This is even. This next round is gonna decide everything.
sprawl. Look at this. Lets his head come up. Boom.
That was that's a nice takedown from Smith, but
Look at this.
the mount beats the takedown. So
And Anthony, I don't disagree with the choice to fish for the guillotine, but beautiful pass.
nice mount transition from Teixeira. He finished the round on top of mount. Right on time too, because it was like a few seconds and the round was over. Last round, right?
You don't want him to fail. Get your guard ready. Yeah, you see to elevate that butterfly hook, but hey, that was that.
They hug.
Let's go. Third and final
4 minutes, third and last round.
Teixeira and Anthony Lionheart Smith. TJ DeSantis, Eddie Bravo, Michael Chiesa, Vanessa Ramos. Backside inside the UFC Apex for this, the UFC Fight
Oh,
Pass
man.
Invitational number 4.
Coming up, you guys.
I love the sportsmanship between these two.
Marigali.
Nothing but good spirits.
No, not Marigali, what I'm talking about. Nicky Rod versus Dan Manisu. Fighting for the final
Be my first choice going against the guy.
of the absolute tournament with $30,000 on the line. And the main event, Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. Yeah, Smith has a butterfly guard on Teixeira. 3 minutes left. Teixeira really needs to pass his butterfly. Smith controlling the wrist.
I would love to see Anthony going side to side on his hips versus back and forth, trying to off balance a little bit.
Maybe trying to shoot a triangle. He's got a good wrist control on Teixeira. Yeah, looks like he's going for that triangle. Teixeira is controlling the foot. if that foot gets free, Smith is throwing a triangle. He let go the wrist.
This is beautiful rubber right here.
He's going for an omoplata. He's going for an omoplata on Teixeira. Smith is attempting an omoplata on Glover Teixeira. It looks a little loose though. He doesn't quite have it. Yes, and he cannot abandon it. It was a good attempt. It was just not there. And Teixeira is passing to half guard. Smith has a half butterfly guard. They're gonna reset with 1 minute 35 seconds left.
You know, you're more liable to get strikes to the face and get knocked down on the ground, but because he's doing pure jiu-jitsu, there are no strikes involved. He gets to kind of have a lot more fun.
So Teixeira on top, on a half guard. Man, yes. Smith on the bottom with a half butterfly hook. Teixeira really smashing Anthony Smith. He needs to pass though. If he stays there, it really doesn't really do anything. Yeah, they're saying lucky for Smith there are no punches here, because Teixeira will be really applying some hard blows. Oh, triangle! He countered! He threw a quick triangle and Teixeira countered, and he used a failed attempt to pass, and now he's on mount, full mount. Teixeira has achieved full mount with 25 seconds left, and I think this is it. This is it. Teixeira is gonna get this one. Beat him in MMA, beat him in pure grappling. Yeah, solid win. Oh, he just stood up. He let him escape, but with only a few seconds left, that was it. They hug, they love each other. Yeah, I think Anthony Smith, in my little evaluation, won the first round, but Teixeira won the second and the third round, achieving the mount. Man, how old is Teixeira? He looks old. His beard is almost white. This is like old man strength, right? Like Cyborg, Wagner Rocha. They look strong. There are fighters who look naturally strong. Like when I see Bas Rutten, I see like a guy who's just naturally strong. Like there are people who are naturally flexible, right? They don't need to stretch. They're just limber. I think it's the same thing with strong people. It's just strong. Anyway, they go to the official decision. We have coming up 2 matches. Glover Teixeira wins. I think this is a very fair decision.
You had a fight just to get here for this fight. Talk us through what you had to go through to get here, to get to this match.
Bro, 4 days trying. 4 days trying. Delayed. Cancel, But, when I
Oh, he was going through some issues to get here, to get
Can
to
do.
Las
If you
Vegas.
don't do it's okay. But if you can't do it, don't do it. That's not right, man. You gotta do it. So I gotta try to the end. I say if I get there an hour before the fight, I wanna thank Anthony Smith to be so supportive. He's like, you know what?
Apparently, he had some
Chad,
airplane cancellations.
I'm not gonna make for the weigh-ins, and I'm 10 pounds, 10 pounds over. And they say, you know what, Glover, don't worry about it. We get this fight going. Just get here, get this fight going. So the promotion,
He almost didn't make it, and then he showed up with 10 pounds over
thank you guys so much.
the agreed weight. And Anthony Smith was like, "That's okay, let's just do it."
You've had this illustrious career. You captured the light heavyweight title. I know you recently hung him up, and now you find yourself here competing and grappling. Is this something we're going to see more often out of you?
Yes, that's for sure, you know. First time I rolled with Gordon Ryan there, I say, Jiu-Jitsu is not for me, but, you know, I train with the best of all the time, you know. But keep training, keep fighting, and yes, this is fun today, man. This first time
He said he rolled with Gordon Ryan, and then after rolling with him, he said, "You know what? Jiu-Jitsu is not for me."
amazing.
Now, the last thing I'm going to ask you, how excited are you to go home and ride that Harley Davidson that you got from Poeton?
Oh, heck yeah, man. You know, Platan surprised me right before I come. He was so anxious too because I was coming from Florida. We had the same problem. He's like, "Glover, gonna get here." He was so anxious to give me the present. You know, Platan is a great friend.
Alex Pereira Poitin
He's just the record
has given him a Harley Davidson as a gift
champion, and you know, he gave me the Harley, and I'm
to
excited.
Glover Teixeira.
It's fun. I told him that's what I wanted. So I wanted to get a Harley, and when I went to Florida, it was a Harley.
Glover Teixeira, what a great fighter,
Everybody give it up for the
what a great inspiration,
and everybody's favorite fighter, Glover Teixeira.
great guy.
Getting it done tonight in our co-main event, and he said it might be the first a few more here. We would love to see him back on the mat here for some
He's saying he might do a few more
part of the UFC
of
Fight
these
Invitational.
just grappling tournaments.
Teixeira in
Yeah, that would be cool with other MMA guys.
coming up here as we will crown a winner to our absolute tournament. Dan
Coming up, we have two more matches, guys, as we hit
to walk out the
officially midnight here in Virginia.
Nick Rodriguez stands in his way for more
We have Nicky Rod
on the little monster, Victor Demopoulos.
versus
So here we have Dan Manasoyu going into the
Dan Manisu.
he is just
Manisoyu, Manisu, I don't know the correct pronunciation.
he was finishing things very quickly, not needing any of the overtime in his
Manisoyu.
second matches. Coming out of Gordon Ryan's camp, being main training partners, and going into the semifinals again. You know, he showed beautiful work here.
Manasoyu.
Tying everything up, and again, not needing to go into any overtime rules, so he's fresh here going into the finals match.
There we go. Now we have the banner here.
We got a new wave.
New Wave versus B Team.
Nick Rodriguez here.
And the
Such an incredible
rivalry continues, right?
matches, but did take things into
These guys don't like each other.
his matches via overtime. I mean, his scrambles are
I'm talking about the B Team versus
anybody taking the back
the New Wave guys.
a bad decision.
Gordon Ryan
Going into the
has
semifinals,
offered $500
there was a lot of attempts here.
to whoever
And
beat
even trying to go for the armbar to
B Team
on Nicky Rodriguez, unable to secure that.
B Team
Nicky Rodriguez making
athletes.
sure finished this in overtime, getting the submission, and now heading into the finals.
You mentioned long road for Nicky Rod to the finals as he had to go to overtime. For
We'll
Dan
see.
Manasoyu. He is definitely fresh. Our tournament
It's a great fight coming up.
up next. Live from Las Vegas. This
Nicky Rod versus Dan Manisu. Who you guys got on this one? Manisu finished both of his matches, so he's a little more fresh. But will that even make a difference? Because Nicky Rod's just a beast. Nicky Rod doesn't get tired. Nicky Rod went to 2 overtimes. his last match, he went to overtime with Wagner Rocha, and his first match he went to overtime with Roberto Jimenez. You will say that Manisu is a little bit more fresh, but we'll see if that even makes a difference. I predict Manisu sitting and trying to attack the legs. He's just gonna attack the legs. He's not gonna wrestle. He's not gonna wrestle with Nicky Rod. Wagner Rocha was wrestling with Nicky Rod. And Nicky Rod is just gonna be on top, trying to get his body lock. It's gonna be the same strategy he used against Gordon Ryan. What do you guys think? Right? It worked out for him. So it's gonna do the same thing. Very cagey, staying away, and looking for a perfect time to hit that body lock pass and then get on top. Now, if this goes to overtime, I think Nicky Rod can get this one. If this goes to overtime, Nicky Rod is just a beast escaping. He's way too explosive. We'll see. Manisu looks calm. First time I see him smiling. Manisu 21, Nicky Rod 26. 286 Manisu. Whoa. Nicky Rod 234. Wow. He's so big. He's a giant Manisu. This is it, guys. 30 grand absolute tournament. 30 grand. One match separates these guys from the 30 grand prize. That's a good payday, I would say. Manisoyu. He got that sneaky knee bar on Fedor Nikolov. And then he got a heel hook on his first match. Oh, that's it. Manisu sat down. Nicky Rod goes on his butterfly guard. Manisu elevating him on the butterfly, and now he's got him on the close guard. But Manisu opened the close guard. He doesn't like the close guard. He wants him on his butterfly guard. And Nicky Rod is standing in front of him. He's gonna look to pass that guard.
Big Dan can play defensive end for the Buffalo Bills right now. That guy's 286. He's that perfect size.
Do you think he misses calling?
Buffalo Bills. What is Eddie Bravo saying? He's so flexible for being that big. Manisu.
Guys his size, they would never pull guard. But look at he just pulls guard. He's super flexible. He's got great leg locks. See if Nicky Rod usually is.
Nicky Rod looks small next to Manisu.
The strength advantage, the athleticism advantage, but not here. He's outweighed by 50 pounds.
50 pounds difference.
Nicky Rod is known for his wrestle up
284 Manisoyu versus 234.
Nicky Rod's strengths, trying to kind of neutralize that.
Ben says this damn guy is massive. Yeah, not only massive, he's very skilled. He's got good leg locks, man. I think he's one to keep an eye on for the next Abu Dhabi.
Never seen Nicky Rod tired though. No, he's
Yeah, they're talking about how tired Nicky Rod will be after his two overtimes versus Manny Soyu, who didn't have to go through overtime. Eddie Bravo is saying, "I never seen Nicky Rod tire." There's, there's these guys who have gas tanks for days, but the match still the same. Manny Soyu playing the half guard with a butterfly. Oh, he stood up. He's both standing up. Nicky Rod goes for the double. Manisoyu sprawls and then pulls guard back to the beginning. Something happened. Got poked in the eye or hit in the eye. Nicky Rod. And they say restart. Just got hit in the eye. They stop it for a second. Manisoyu looks like Gordon Big's brother. That's right. That's right. They both have a similar style too. Of course, they train together. So, but it's gonna be tough for Nicky Rod to pass this guard. Not just the legs are long and strong, but he's so flexible, Manisoyu. So how are you gonna pass this? He cannot even connect his hands for his body lock pass. Anyway, he stood up, standing, walking around the legs. Nicky Rod trying to figure out where is his pass gonna come from.
Snapped that guy's leg completely in half. It was pretty traumatizing, actually.
Pretty bad. Coming up on the halfway point of regulation here.
4 minutes left.
If it gets into OT, it's going to be interesting to see how.
If he gets to overtime, and I think that's what Nick. Oh, sweep, 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 butterfly sweep. No, Nicky Rod sprawls really well.
Very well trained in EBI.
Man, that man is. Oh, passing! He passed off of the butterfly. Nicky Rod now is on side mount. He's on side mount. Of course, doesn't mean anything because there's no points, and he just needs to submit. But it's still pretty impressive. So Manisu went for that butterfly sweep, and Nicky Rod counter, and then just like out of nowhere he sprawl and pass around, and now he's on side man. He's still on side man. Manisu cannot recover the side mount, the recover guard.
In a dominant position. So Nicky Rod's got a lot of time to work.
I'm very, very impressed.
3 minutes.
Control here.
Will Nicky Rod have the time
Got Dan's shoulder
to set up
to the mat and secure
a good attack from here? What is his plan? Going to mount?
Always in tough matches. I just feel like he's always in tough matches. He's always really having to battle his way through
It's gonna be tough to hold Manisayo on this side mount too.
some giant damn
He's
Honsoy.
pushing.
Nick is playing it safe here, controlling the position.
Nicky Rod is just stapled to him. He's not really trying to advance anything, submissions or nothing. He's just holding him.
Be interested to see if he pops up and maybe goes knee on belly, tries to open up a little more, tries to
Is he going for mount? What is he waiting for?
Patient and hope
He's waiting to
gets desperate and makes a move.
Big Dan to slow down on his breaching. Oh, Big Dan just
Almost recovered.
stand the legs. At one point he just stand the legs like saying just mount. Oh, he recovered for a second. He recovered for so fun. Recovered for a second, and then Nicky Rod
Because he knew if he would
passed,
there would have been some kind of
and then he went to mount, and then he went back to side mount.
right in the legs.
He doesn't want to go mount.
And he abandoned that with the side control.
He went to mount, stay there for a second, and then went back to side mount, and then Manny saw you escape. So now the question is like, if you don't want to go to mount and you pass to side mount, are you planning on submitting from side mount, Nicky Rod? What is the plan? So there is a minute left, and that pass didn't mean anything because this is submission only, and they will go to the overtime EBI rules.
Go to it again, maybe a little back step.
And then so you still working the
There he goes.
butterfly,
Top half.
half guard,
Got his hands locked.
and Nicky Rod pass again.
How strong does Nicky Rod have to be able to control these positions like that?
He pass again to Simon, but doesn't mean
Phenomenal. How the hell does he get his hands locked around that guy?
doesn't mean anything because he's not
Big dude.
attacking from Simon, and he doesn't want to go to mount. When he got to mount,
Excuse me.
like a minute ago, he went back to Simon.
Like 2.5.
He doesn't like being on top of mount against this guy, so he's just holding Simon right now,
We are headed to
and they're just going to overtime. And I think this is where Nicky Rod has his best chance. He won all his both of his overtimes. Oh, this is interesting. Manisu is gonna start on the armbar, where I think he has a best chance than on the back mount. Interesting. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Oh man! Nicky Rod escaped the armbar. It's so crazy. It was like a cat, man. And now he's going on the Manisu's back mount. Manisu needs to escape also in 5 seconds.
That was wild.
now Nicky Rod on offense here in the bottom of the first.
Yep. He's trying to move the hips out. And no, Nicky Rod still stood at 4 points. Nicky Rod still on his back like a backpack.
Still maintaining this
He's still on the back mount.
work from Nicky Rod.
No seatbelt, but still back mount. He almost was very close, and he's still being controlled by Nicky Rod.
Stuff with Nicky Rod. 28 seconds.
Nicky Rod is still controlling
And this is where
Manisu's
my experience
from back mount with a body triangle.
and we can see how Nicky
With 15 seconds left, Manisu needs to escape.
It's just jiu-jitsu. That's all it is.
Jiu-jitsu overtime, that's what it should be called, not EBIOT.
This is true.
Because it's rear naked chokes and arm bars. It's the epitome of jiu-jitsu.
Eddie Berra was saying, don't call it EBI overtime. And this is a great round for Nicky Rod. He was able to control Manisu
The offensive portion here
for 1 full minute, and Manisu, man, you either had to submit or really control him for the full minute. He goes for the armbar again. Interesting. He's going for that armbar spider web position.
If he does, want to show you he's going to definitely wreck going
Ready, set, go. Oh, tap him! No, he's escaping. He's escaping. The arm is full extended, man. Oh! He got out. That was incredible. That was as impressive as that armbar escape from Gordon against Craig Jones. That's what they were just saying right now. And now Nicky Rod goes for the back. And Manisu, you need to get out quickly.
Nicky Rod in the back of Big Dan Monasoyu.
Seat belt. Triangle, body triangle. Oh man. Nicky Rod's getting the neck. He's on the neck. Tap! He got it. He tapped Manisoyu. Take his shirt off. Flexing. And he got this one. He deserved it, Nicky Rod. Proof prove that he was just better at those overtime positions. Impressive. That armbar escape. That armbar escape. We need to watch it frame by frame. I thought he tapped for a second. Black Belt Slayer, Nicky Rod. Amazing Nicky Rod. Good for him. His elbow is gonna hurt for a while. Oh, 100%. That's gonna be a couple of weeks of elbow pain.
Didn't even realize it. It wasn't that much pressure on there. I thought it was just kind of flowing a little bit.
Oh, he's saying no. He's saying no, but yes, there was a lot of pressure.
Show you guys.
You see, it looked like he tapped like for 1 second.
You see this physique, right? We got this guy named Gordon Ryan that keeps accusing me
Ooh,
of being on steroids.
calling out Gordon Wright.
Let's do this. All the accusations. Let's go 10-minute match. EBI overtime. And but with a catch. Let's both pass USADA drug test.
He's
Competition. Pretty fair, right? He's accusing. I'm showing up and competing. Let's get it done. I thought I was gonna be the one.
He's challenging Gordon Ryan, but passing USADA test before and after.
But let's go back to the tournament.
Do you think Nicky Rod's natural?
He had to go to overtime in all 3 matches, overcome some adversity. How
The guy,
to win the tournament in this
more plates, more dates. I think he kind of said that he was natural. He implied that, I think.
very fun. Well, Nikki, that was sensational. Tenchi, I know you're here in the house. Let's get that rematch between Gordon and Nikki done at Fight Pass Invitational number 5.
He could be natural, Nicky Rod.
Black Belt Slayer, Nick.
There are people who are just natural specimens, you know.
Challenged by dispatching Big Dan Monasoyu.
Uh,
Here's another, the Gordon Ryan, who is obviously in the house here tonight. Eddie Bravo, let's talk
chokes are king. Yes. And this proved because
You know what? I think he thought, man, surviving another armbar might be a tough.
that would have been interesting, the third armbar. Because the first armbar he escaped quickly. The second armbar he barely escaped. If Manisu would have survived that back mount, he probably would have got the armbar on the third round. That would have been very interesting.
Then you can tell Dan was a little deflated. Almost had him on the ropes. Nicky Rod capitalized, gets
I think Nicky Rod was
sensational stuff.
being pushed to his limit
There's still more to come. Our
in
main
terms of
live from Vegas.
cardio. So I don't know. I mean, you can never know what was gonna happen, what would have happened, but definitely he would have had more chances than Manisu to submit him in the third round. And here we go. Last, you guys, it's late here. Let's make this quick. Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. Who's still watching? Who's still watching? Who are you going for? Most people, I asked this earlier, most people was rooting for Craig Jones. Looks like he's got more fan base.
I think this makes for a really exciting match because Felipe's I respect my game.
He's a little more charismatic, I think, than Felipe Pena.
It's also a comfortable trying to get this
He's fun. He's funny. He's funny too.
pace for exciting match.
So Urban Chess Assassin. We were just watching the fight between Nicky Rod and Dan Manisoyu, and Nicky Rod beat him in overtime with an armbar. No, I'm sorry, with a rear naked choke. There we go. Men at work. That means Craig Jones is coming. Coming up, Craig Jones versus Felipe Pena. I remember having a Men at Work CD, Craig songs. They had a great video too of Wait, Men at Work, I'm confusing with Dire Straits. Are Dire Straits from Australia too?
Yeah, it would be a huge win.
Well, Men at Work had good songs too.
You know, as well as being one of the greatest grapplers of all time, the guy is hilarious. He could be doing stand-up comedy right now. This guy's so entertaining.
Craig Jones, he could have been a stand-up comedian.
You know what he's gonna have going for him too? He's got the down under contingency
SM Craig Jones.
in the house who he coaches.
Here we go.
Jiu-Jitsu coach Brown's got the ball.
Ben, Craig Jones. Man, the Craig Jones.
They are allowed, yes.
The Craig Jones fans are here representing Notorious Fiend, Craig Jones. We'll see. Oh, Felipe Pena comes with, what is this? Eye of the Tiger.
Pena making the walk. He is an 80cc champion.
The Rocky 3, right? Rocky 3, Eye of the Tiger.
Former teammate of Gordon Ryan and Craig Jones.
With Apollo Creed. Remember that movie? Who has watched all the Rockies here?
These bright lights and in fact we've seen so much action here.
I watched until Rocky 6 maybe. Rocky 5 with Tommy Gunn. What was Rocky 6? I didn't watch the last Creeds. But yeah, Apollo Creed on the third one went to help Rocky to beat Mr. T, right? Clever Lang. Clever Lang was like doing push-ups while Rocky was just enjoying fame and taking it easy. And then the first fight, Clever Lang beat him, was declared the champion. Mickey died, and then Clever Lang called Rocky. Now that was before the first fight. Like, if you don't want to fight, I'm gonna fight your wife. And then for the rematch, Apollo Creed shows up and told Rocky, "Hey Rocky, you lost the Eye of the Tiger. Look at," and he took him to his old gym where he started and walking with all those beginners who had the Eye of the Tiger, right? So he had to like bring Rocky back to his roots, and get hungry again. He was living too comfortable, and I don't tell you the rest because you guys have to watch it if you haven't watched the Rockies. SM Craig Jones is going to show off his Mexican ground karate skills. Mexican ground karate. That's so funny. Dang, I'm being called. Give me 1 second. How long is this match gonna be, guys? I gotta go. There we go. Shake hands. 12 minutes.
Regulation 12 minutes. We don't get a winner by submission inside of that. We will go to EBI overtime.
If there is not
Eddie Bravo, Michael Keaton, Matt Side here inside the UFC Apex. Again, this is our main event for the UFC Fight Pass Invitational.
if there is not a submission, they go to overtime.
Mexican ground karate. Craig Jones has up his sleeve for this match, or should I say up his rash guard?
Standing. None of them pull guard. Interesting. I thought Jones was gonna pull guard right away.
I'm very surprised that these two have
Pena looks bigger.
20 seconds, get down. Ooh, a little hard snap.
Is Gordon Ryan gonna pay Pena $500 if he beats Craig Jones?
Because of Juliana. 10 seconds, get down.
Because he hates Pena too. So I don't see him giving him money.
I always have two because of Juliana, but Pena, tomato.
Oh, what's this? Flip the coin. They're asking Pena. Top, bottom. He said top.
So get that rule.
He wants to be on top of Craig Jones' butterfly card? Really?
option. He elects to take top position.
So now Craig Jones has Pena on his butterfly guard.
Like the elbow control from Craig. Going 2-on-1, but
Felipe,
get his hands locked around the waist. Ooh, a little stiff arm. That was nice.
and he's out of that butterfly and
And this is where
stood
Craig
up.
wants to be.
And Craig Jones stood up too.
That surprised me. I thought Craig would pursue the legs.
Craig Jones wants to wrestle Felipe.
Yeah, that surprised me as well. I was really expecting him to accept the position of just staying on the bottom and trying to work from there.
He could be thinking about, letting Felipe take a shot.
Well, remember the Rutolo who beat, I think it was Ty Rutolo beat Felipe Pena,
It's a 12-minute match.
and he was just relentless on the wrestling, right? Took him down eventually.
Jones has a big advantage in OT. Although Felipe, even though he doesn't have experience in EBIOT, his go-to is his rear naked choke. So,
Eddie Bravo is saying overtime his favorite will be Craig Jones because Felipe is not as experienced in overtime rules.
taking his time, standing up, making him work.
I didn't expect this to be a wrestling match. So
Expects him to full guard. So maybe he's
referee flips the coin again. We need to see some action, guys.
Sort of Craig's trying to play the long game right now.
Devin, you like the stream? Thank you for your support, and I hope you're enjoying the matches too.
he probably likes being on top. Either one.
Craig Jones has the butterfly again on Felipe.
Craig Jones is on the bottom.
Felipe got out, stand up. He's standing up in front, and Craig Jones stood up.
So they get down again.
They both stand up again,
Time he gets the top position.
wrestling again.
What that does,
They're gonna flip the coin again.
the game plan from Craig, and Felipe detects that that's the game plan. It's going to make him more aggressive to get the takedown.
They're just hand fighting at this point.
On the feet between these two gentlemen.
Going for a lot of finger laces, that is very painful. If you can
Finger lacing.
fingers and turn your wrists inside out.
That's Mike's favorite.
I was talking about that earlier. I was like, I don't get
Referee,
it. They all want to interlace fingers instead of like control.
referee,
Wrestling and wrestling.
trying to
So,
It just looks so painful.
incentivize the action.
Points backwards like that.
I know.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
Craig Jones went for that double, but Felipe stopped it real quick.
Getting down with the get downs in this match. A lot of tactics being played on both guys. Time, top or bottom, Craig. Here we go, third get down.
Time, top or bottom? Okay, this will be a switch.
You want to okay.
Craig top picks. Craig picks top. Now this is a switch for one. So now Craig is on top,
Watching the coin flip
and
play.
Felipe has the butterfly guard on Craig.
Mr. Vic Davila had decided that Craig was doing more of the offensive position. So it's
And Felipe has a great guard too,
option of top or bottom.
especially that he likes that 50-50.
You can avoid a coin flip.
I think that's what Craig wanted. Look, he's putting the pressure. He's not standing because he could easily do what Felipe did, just stand up.
Yep, and Craig Jones stays
He doesn't want to back up on the feet.
on the pressure on top.
This guard is almost impossible to pass.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Like his guard's insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to pass Felipe,
To try to pass the guard because that's proven to be a very steep mountain to climb. I wonder if he's
but again, if he puts Craig's on that 50-50,
But he's also got to understand that if
what are the chances of really getting
his,
a submission? And they both stood up again.
he turns leg lock attempts,
They both stood up.
gotta watch out for that. That
Go for the Imanari. Craig Jones, Imanari.
took his back.
Maybe everything, as long as you catch the guy by surprise, something like you need to start
This is why it's
diversifying,
with all the terminology.
being unpredictable.
So many different names for so many different things, and moves come from matches. Like you said, the panic
Man.
sequence in
very very rough collar ties. You can hear it's almost like a slap. Oh, Craig Jones got a single and let go. Pick up the single for a second. Craig Jones. This will go to overtime. I wish they would have given them more time. Again, they flip the coin and Craig Jones on the bottom. They don't even flip the coin anymore. They just ask, hey, where do you want to be? Craig Jones says bottom. Felipe stood up and that's it. Craig Jones stand up too. They're both standing up. That's the only reason why I kind of like the no time limit, because then you can let the fight goes, you know, when the two fighters are very even, time starts making a difference. 12 minutes could be too fast. They probably should have gone maybe even 20 minutes, at least 20 minutes, so that will give them the chance to kind of develop their strategy. Oh, Craig pick up a single. It's nice. Oh, almost went out of bounds. They stop, reset. They're gonna reset with a single. No, this reset from neutral position standing. Glover Teixeira versus Anthony Smith. Glover Teixeira won by judges decision.
It's crazy. I feel like the competitors always make their way to the edge of the mat, no matter how big it is.
What do you want, Craig? Top, okay.
It just says Craig, what do you want? What about Felipe?
Make it like Virtua Fighter, where if you throw your opponent off the stage, then you automatically win.
So now Craig is on
If that's the case, back
Felipe's butterfly.
absolutely.
Felipe on the bottom, attacking legs. Craig got out and Felipe stood up and they both up again. They should just go like, hey, what do you want, mount or side mount? Right? It's too neutral and the butterfly. So 4 minutes 20 seconds left. This is the last fight of the night. Whoa, that collar tie sounds like a slap. Whoa, another one from Felipe. Oh, again, Craig pick up the single and he released. Arte Suave, Thailand. Whoa. Thank you for joining the stream, brother. Thailand. So awesome. What time is in Thailand? And what day is in Thailand? We're officially Friday, June 30th here at 12:35 in East Coast, USA. Oh, they're having a little bit disagreement. Craig is on the bottom. Felipe, they both stood up again. Come on, guys, let's play a little ground. Let's play a little Jiu-Jitsu. Right? They're both wrestling. They both. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like wrestling, but there's only 3 minutes left. So if they finish standing without doing anything,
or even a guard pull for that matter.
and it's crazy because the rules, the overtime, what they want to give the spectators is more submissions, right? The submission is the king. Oh, Craig picking a single again, but he let go. But the problem is that some athletes, they count on the overtime. So they just, in the regular time, they just kind of, like they are doing right now, they're just pushing. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think if one of them sees like a clear opportunity to to attack with a submission, they will go for it. But it also looks like they're both just kind of like waiting for the overtime with 2 minutes 26 left. Now Craig Jones is on top and Felipe on the bottom with the butterfly guard. He let go the hand connection.
He's got a whole squad of wrestlers that he's bringing up.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Casey. That's my boy.
And at least Craig Jones didn't stand up on this one. He's just staying low, trying to pass. Oh, Friday, 11:30 a.m. I see. Oh, that's good. That's not that as bad. We are at 12:37. Just barely past midnight here, East Coast.
No time limit matches, which I think was requested.
Yeah, no time limit sounds gangster, and it is gangster, but you can't put it on TV.
No.
Yes, that's the problem. Eddie Barber just said it. No time limit is great, but it's not just a format for the general public. It's never gonna be. It's never gonna be popular.
I went shopping and I was watching on my phone. I went through a drive.
1 minute left.
I read a book. I came back and they're still going at it, man.
They had a no time limit match on Who's Number One, and it was 2 hours long. It was so long that they had to take a break after.
2 hours long.
Moved the match to the back.
No time limit.
That was Kyle Chambers.
Well, maybe
Isaac Michelle.
no time limit, but maybe 30 minutes is good. I think 20-30 minutes is good. With 30 seconds, I don't think none of them are gonna really try. They're just looking at the overtime at this point.
And if this one didn't have EBIO,
The overtime is where the action is gonna be.
right? I mean,
Well, Nicky Rogers challenged Gordon Ryan to 10 minutes just overtime. Just starting those bad positions.
You know what we should do at the next Fight Pass Invitational? Let's do a pride match where it's 10-minute round to a 5-minute round with yellow cards allowed. Where the ref could be like, okay, whip out the yellow
One of
cards.
the commentators is proposing Pride rules. Remember? Who remembers Pride?
Remember when Rampage pulled out the yellow card on the ref? Yeah, it was awesome. Got a yellow card before.
And official time is over. We go quickly to overtime. Oh, Germany!
UFC Fight Pass and
What's up, brothers?
library on the internet.
Germany, 6:40 a.m.
FC fights.
Nice.
Craig Jones wins the toss and chooses defense first.
Interesting move here for
Craig Jones
Beginner guys like choosing defense.
chooses to be in front. Felipe is on the back. We'll see.
Again, traditional EBI overtime rules here, 3 rounds, max
Felipe on the back.
top and bottom.
They're protesting. They're always protesting the grips to be not so high. They always want the grip a little lower.
Right at the heart, right at the chest. Ready?
We'll see what happens. First round. Oh, Craig Jones escaping. Yes. Yes. Almost. Almost. Out. 10 seconds, Craig Jones. Man, I think he's got this one. We'll see. Craig Jones has had more of this IBI rules experience than Felipe, I think. Ooh, he's got the neck. He's got the body triangle.
Oh, we got a good thumb hook. See how he's attacking the thumb and not the wrist? Oh.
He's got the body triangle. He's wrapping the neck. Craig Jones. Nope. He released. The control is amazing. He's just working that rear naked choke. There we go. There we go.
I feel like I'm learning so much just listening to you commentate.
Oh, I'm always on the pawn
Man,
I know nothing.
he's really trying to get. He's got the bottom arm across the jaw. Switching. Nice defense by Felipe with 5 seconds left. At the very least, he's got the full minute of control. So, in the accumulated time at the end, if Craig Jones escapes in the shorter amount of time, he's gonna be the winner. And Felipe picks the back mount again. They really are very, very picky about those back mount positions. Ready. Oh, release. That adjustment is like the little inch by inch. Like his back is tilted to this side. There we go.
And that favors Craig. Look, he's almost about to scrape his shoulder blades.
Oh, he couldn't escape. Felipe has the back mount on this one. The body triangle. Felipe got the body triangle on Craig Jones. If he wants to win, he has to submit. Oh, nice switch on the hips. Craig Jones, he's not totally out yet, but he's making progress. He's making not out yet, not out. Felipe is on the back on the turtle, like Craig Jones on the turtle, and Felipe is still on his back with the body triangle locked.
Maybe stack him, shake him off. Little tripod.
Craig Jones
You tripod a guy
looking to escape
that size of hand.
with 5 seconds left.
Go back. Smart on Craig to elect to go back to a position where he can try to scrape his.
Time. Pena was able to control the full minute, and he needs to escape in 10 seconds to match Craig Jones' escapes on the first round. And then you will see on the third round.
Craig Jones once again on
So Craig Jones now is on Felipe's back. Ready. They already.
He's got to get out quick. Yeah, he does. He can't play.
No.
See how he's trapped his ankle right now? Oh, he's got to keep that trap. That's huge. See, he's blocking the body triangle, so he's working good here with the legs. The battle with the legs so far, Felipe.
Yeah, he's blocking the body triangle. Felipe spinning. He's probably. Oh no! Craig secured the body triangle. And now Eddie Bravo is saying the battle is stopping that body triangle. Dang. Oh! He's got the choke. Deep. Nope. Escaping. Sometimes it looks deep, but the second hand is not connecting. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So Felipe needs to tap him out. Let's go, Craig. Man, just Craig Jones fans tonight here. Greatest Canadian grappler. Really, I thought he was from Australia.
He's going to need to at least hold him through the whole
There we go.
very least.
Felipe, third round. Either needs to control him for the full minute or submit him.
Oh, he's arching. Craig's arching. I like the power hook by Pena right now. See how he only has the bottom hook in?
He's got this.
Body triangle. He's just going with the power hook.
Yep. He's got that body triangle, the famous body triangle back mount control. He's not really attempting a submission, but the body triangle looks very good.
Almost out right now. I mean, he's got his shoulder blades almost to the mat, but
Although Craig Jones is about to put his back on the ground, but Felipe keeps that body triangle,
Past the elbow.
so
Escape.
avoids Craig from actually turning towards him.
This is huge for Pena, racking up that time. This is huge. Big time. Oh.
He's going for a rear naked choke at the last second. Time. Alright. So Pena needs to escape like in 10 seconds. If he goes 11, 12, then Craig Jones wins. Or if Craig Jones submit him, then he wins too.
Gotta escape super quick. He got his leg, hand on the leg. It's a little bit of a foul.
Felipe trying to escape, turning, spinning, 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 keep it spinning, going almost out of bounds. 47, 45 seconds left. They almost went out of bounds. Somebody's pushing them.
Off the mat is not an escape. Oh, still out. Get two hands underneath.
Man, he could have finished him right there. He had his arm trap.
Yeah.
They're almost going out of bounds. What's going on here? Some people outside the mats are just pushing them back. But Craig still, they're not stopping the time. They have to stop the time if you're gonna reset them to the center. But anyway, I think Craig Jones won already. Just won already. I mean, this is just a formality, I guess. Because he escaped, Craig Jones escaped in the first round of the overtime. He escaped like in 10 seconds, so that's it. I think this is just a formality, but there's 15 seconds left. Craig Jones still on the back. We'll see if he gets a submission. That'll be awesome. Finish with a submission. Yep, he's got a neck. Pen escaping, Pen escape. Pen escape. With 3 seconds left. But Craig Jones, in the accumulated time, he escaped faster. So he's gonna be the winner, guys. Thank you guys for watching. It's late. I'm going to bed. I appreciate you guys joining. Matthew Jalamo, thank you for doing this. He says, God bless, brother. You guys train safe. And don't forget to don't forget what the idea of martial arts is too, I guess, you know. It's not just, it's actually like a tool to become better as humans, I feel. So these tournaments are awesome, are very entertaining. You learn a lot too from this, like escaping, the way they're defending, the way they're attacking. But this is it. James Rosales. I want to see Craig versus Gordon Ryan. They fought already a few times, a couple of times at least. Gordon beat him. The famous armbar, right? The famous armbar. Craig Jones had him on an armbar, and Gordon escaped. Fastest escape time. Craig Jones beats Felipe Pena. Let's see what he says. He's gonna trash talk right now.
What did it feel like? Is there anything he brought to the table that surprised you tonight?
I mean, obviously, Felipe, pound for pound, best grappler in the world, right? I trained with him previously.
He's calling Felipe the best pound for pound.
Weighs more than me. We have
It's a good day for B team.
And as you look ahead in 2023, what's next for you? What are you looking forward to? Do you got anything coming up?
Listen, I'll do anything for the right price, you know. So that's about the limit for me. But tonight we're gonna hit the nose beers at Hackathon. I want to see all you guys there.
Hey, everybody give it up for Mr. Craig Jones.
The Aussie gets it done. Craig Jones victorious in our
That's it. No trash talking.
He goes to overtime with Felipe Pena.
He just called Felipe Pena best pound for pound. That's funny.
Doing it big inside the UFC.
Cool. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your support. And I do these ones whenever there is a good card. Like tonight was a good card. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. And hope to see you on the next one. Peace out.